Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Say what you thinking, what you thinking. Say what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, gatekeepers, come on in the room, come on in the room, come on in the room. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button on your way in. Belinda's telling y'all to hit the like button. She's the officer of the doggone like button. She ain't had to lock none of y'all up in a while. She ain't had to lock the broadcast up in a while, but that don't mean that she won't. Okay? But hit the like button on your way in. Even if you're in the replay gang, hit the like button for me. Do your part as the family. Don't just come over here taking. I need you to give sometimes too. And what you can give to me is a like for the like button. Thank you very much. Okay, now listen. Hit the like button. If you comment, that makes you an official gatekeeper over here. If you haven't commented and you always in the bushes, say hey. If you want to, but if you want to remain in the, because you can be a bushwasher too. Bushwatcher too. We don't care. Everybody, family around here, the bushwatchers, the people who comment, the people who in the replay game, the moderator, we all family around here. Okay. Now, shout out to the moderators holding it down in the chat. Put some hearts in the chat for the moderators. I can't do that on this device, but put some hearts in the chat for the moderators. I don't have my other thing up too, so I can't do it today. But put some hearts in the chat for the moderators for me, please, for all the hard work that they do over here. You see them; they're lit up in blue color. Miss Belinda Hill is one of the moderators, and he is. Put some hearts in the chat, okay? Because they keep the chat together for you guys. Thank you, Belinda. And shout out to the replay gang, because I know some of y'all are watching this while cooking dinner and pretending to work and folding clothes and hiding from your family for a few minutes apiece. Tell them to leave you alone while you trying to get the gossip. Thank you, Myrtle. While you trying to get the gossip. Now listen, today, I ain't gonna lie, today felt like Beyond the Gates again. Now, before y'all start acting brand new, let's be clear. It was y'all who was talking about something changed. The show feels different. They playing in our faces. That was not me. I was simply observing the environment. I was reporting the weather forecast. Now, I'm not the one that caused the storm. I was not. I was just telling y'all. It was cloudy with a side of what is going on here. But that was y'all. That was not me. No. Now, did I quietly agree a little bit? Yes, I did, possibly. But today, baby, today they lit the flame again. Today had romance, delusion, jealousy, family drama, mystery, fantasy scenes. Oh, baby, it was emotional. It was good. I don't care what y'all said today was good. And enough mess to feed Friday night fish fry argument for at least 3 business days, baby. It did the time. This felt like a classic Beyond the Gates energy today. It did. Maybe we wrong. Maybe they just feeding up some of the other. See, y'all like to jump to conclusions. You're not like me, where you patient. And like I said, don't get mad at me, because I was just reporting the weather. I looked outside the window of Beyond the Gates, and I was like, it's a rainstorm and a hailstorm coming all at the same time. And I think I see a tornado down the block. I was just seeing what I saw. Okay. But I'm here to tell y'all today it's sunny days. Okay, so we might have been wrong. We might have been, hey, KP. Hey, KB, you see she lit up in blue too. She a moderator too. But that was y'all talking that smack. That was not me. That was not me. That was y'all. But listen, before we get into that, let me check in to who's in here. And then we're going to get into it, okay? So first of all, let me pull out my romper room mirror and see who's down here typing in the doggone comment.
Who's that typing in the comments?
It's early, so it's not many yet. So Miss Lil is typing in the comments and she says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mods." Hey, Miss Lil. And Myrtle Tenzer is also in the house and says, "Hello, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers, and to the mods." Belinda Hill says, "Hello, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, Elaine T, Gatekeepers, happy hump day." And of course, I hit the like button on my way in. Because why? Because she's the officer of the doggone like button and is. Okay. And she reminds you to hit that like button on your way in. Thank you. Viewers watching, please subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so you see all the awesome things Miss Jen is doing over here. Thank you, Belinda Hill, for that. Also in the house is KB Mommy, one of our beloved and first moderators over here. She's our girl for real. Miss KB be riding hard for the channel and do. Okay. And we appreciate it. She says, "Hey mods and chats." Let's see. I hope the writer saw we are paying attention. Hopefully so, but today, I don't know, maybe, y'all, not me, y'all might have been jumping to conclusions. Y'all the one put that stuff in my head. I was over here minding my business. I can't take the blame, y'all. That's on y'all. It can't be on me this time. It can't. I sat in that room. Turning it right to death. Y'all ain't about to do me like that, y'all not. Okay. But anyway, let's unlock these gates and see what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Oh, I ain't got no pictures. I ain't have time for pictures. I'm sorry. I've been gone all day. And I tried out something new to put my comments into the computer and let the computer help me put them together. So we're going to see how it go. Because I was telling it in my voice the way I wanted to say things. Now let's see what it did, okay? All right, hold on. Let me get back to it because I done messed up now. Hold on. I done touched the page wrong. Now everything gone. Give me 1 second to scroll back up. All right, hold on. Here we go. We almost there. Where y'all at now? Come on, let's get to the top. Okay, hold on. One more section to go, I think. Okay, here we go. So we started out with Chelsea dealing with the fallout from the accident over at the Orphagene Diner. Now, from Chelsea's perspective, this man was in her face harassing her, which I wholeheartedly agree with. Hey, Keisha, I wholeheartedly agree with he was in her face. So in my opinion, you got the right to slap a phone down, even though I know that's against the law. But it shouldn't be, because if somebody in your face with anything too close, you should be able to just smack it back. Just a touch, just a taste. It's a phone. Y'all acting like somebody done hurt a dog or something. Come on now. It's a device. But anyway, so they talking about the fallout from the incident. So from Chelsea's perspective, the man was in her face. She knocked the phone out of his hand. And of course, the internet has caught the part only where she reacted. Ain't that always the way it go? Okay. The internet never records the disrespect. The internet never records the buildup. The internet only records the reaction. So now the video has gone viral of what they feel is a mess. Okay. Because they ain't seen but one side. But baby, them comments was dragging Chelsea. They was dragging Chelsea. They calling her crazy, violent, aggressive. You know what, her little old self, like she done hurt this big old man. He smacked my phone at my hand. Yeah, please. And then they start bringing the Chelsea Cat business into it. Y'all got to... Now, see, that's where Cat gets nervous. Because there's one thing about people online, they do not know how to separate a person from a brand. Soon as somebody's cough wrong, I'm never shopping there again. Cancel them. I knew I didn't trust them. She done slapped the phone out somebody's hand. I wish I would carry a Chelsea Cat bag. Never. But Kat was like, absolutely not. We need damage control and immediately. So Kat tells Chelsea she needs to go live and tell her side of the story. So now Chelsea is nervous because she doesn't want to mess up Madison's lawsuit. So let me help keep the relationship straight because baby, this show got family connections everywhere. So, anyway. Um, Chelsea and Madison are engaged for those who may be new to watching the show. So Chelsea is engaged to Madison, and Chelsea calls Bill for advice before she goes live and puts Bill on the phone, and Bill puts her on the phone on speakerphone. He's like, okay, we're all listening. What's going on? Which immediately exhausts me because why everybody got to be involved? Haley in the room. Why Haley got to be involved? We don't like Haley. We don't like her. We don't like no Haley. But anyway, she in there in the room. So then the second Haley hears Danny's voice, because she's in the room with Chelsea, she's like, oh, Lord, here we go. Because we can't forget that, anything Danny says is what's got to go. Girl, I done told you that's what you get for putting your big toe and your pinky toe down in somebody else's relationship, girl. This is the way it go. This is the way it go. This is the way it go. Now, Bill and Naomi coach Chelsea on what to say through the live. Don't say this. Mention that. Leave that out. Tell the truth legally. But, leave the rest of that mess out. Meanwhile, Haley over there being passive aggressive. Oh, of course, y'all got to do what Danny wants. Girl, why are you even speaking? We are not talking to you. We ain't never talking to you when the Dupree family is together. You ain't no Dupree, girl. You ain't no Dupree. Don't be talking while the Dupree's talking. The room looked embarrassed for her. But anyway, Chelsea finally does the live stream, and she does a good job. Calm, professional, clear, collected. She did all of the things. She touched all of the high points. She did. And she explained what happened without hurting Madison's case. And Bill was proud of her. Naomi was proud. Even Haley had to sit there and quietly admit that Chelsea had handled herself quite well. Then Chelsea checks the online comments afterwards, and the public response starts changing. People finally hearing Chelsea's side. People are understanding the context. And then comes the big concern. What about the Japanese partners? Well, what it is that they were trying to do. Because once money is involved, everybody got to start sweating. They nervously checked the Japanese company's response, and thank God Kanishiwa was, I don't know the name of the company. Kanishiwa was the name of the company on A Different World. But I'm just saying, Kanishiwa was all right with everything that was going on. So they didn't lose the deal. Their response was positive. The brand survives. And Kat probably almost fainted from the relief because, baby, they don't want to lose this deal. On to Bill, Naomi, Haley, and this family tension. Now, over at Bill's office, things are as awkward as usual. First of all, Mike, the man Bill fired for harassing women, is now the lawyer opposing them in Madison's case. And baby, he got a vendetta. Talking about he need $40 million to settle this case. But Bill told him to get real. $40 million? Sir, that's not going to happen. Now, while discussing the case, Bill keeps telling Naomi, we make a great team. You should come work with me. You can tell Bill really misses being close to his daughter. Now here comes Haley floating in the room talking sweet. It's 5 o'clock, time to go. Now this gave me my notes backwards, but that's okay. But this is what happened before all the other stuff happened. So she was like, it's 5 o'clock. It's time for us to go home and take my husband home. Girl, you don't care nothing about this man. You don't care nothing about this man that you over here poisoning up his tea and whatnot. Girl, just stop. Or is it his coffee now? Is you putting it in the coffee now? I think she put it in the coffee now. So Bill says, no, I can't go. Me and Naomi still got work to do. And Haley immediately starts the wounded princess, a Disney princess routine. Oh, I know Naomi don't want to spend no time with me. And honestly, girl, she don't. Why should she? You came over here and hijacked this girl daddy from right up in her mama and them house. And then you sit up here acting confused as to why don't nobody like you. That's why Naomi got to roll her eyes every time you breathe and every time you say something. Now, Bill convinces Naomi to come on and stay for drinks. She did not want to stay for drinks. The whole time, Haley pretended she's so patient and understanding. Girl, you not. And I'm just glad things are improving between you and Naomi. Maybe one day y'all will get better and it'll get better for us too. You delusional girl. The audience ain't forgot. Naomi ain't forgot. The ancestors ain't forgot. Ain't nobody forgot. We ain't forgot what you did, Haley, and we not gonna let it go, girl. We not. Now, one thing that caught my attention was when Bill brought up Lynette Wise, because he casually mentions how refreshing it is to be representing somebody like Madison because she's got a clean, completely spotless record, unlike his former client, Miss Lynette Wise. And when he mentions Lynette, baby, Haley face shifted because Haley and Lynette got history. And Haley absolutely does not want Bill digging into Lynette's past. You know you want him to leave that alone, girl. Because if Bill uncovers Lynette's dirt, he may eventually uncover yours, girl. So let us remember, Haley is not who Bill thinks she is, girl. You a scammer. You got question marks all over you, girl. But now later, Bill catches her in the hall with his daughter. And he's like, you know what? I really enjoyed you, hanging out and everything. It was a sweet scene. He thanked her for staying. And she says that he knows that Haley makes her uncomfortable. And Naomi says she mainly stayed because of Chelsea. And Bill says, well, I was hoping you also enjoy spending some time with your old man. And I enjoy spending time with you. Oh, it was so sweet. Naomi tells him, I love you too, Dad. And then they hug it out. Now, see, that's a beyond the gates energy that we be looking for. Family, pain, healing, complicated love. And we thank y'all. We do. Now, baby, over with Smitty and Tomas. This Lynette Wise storyline getting dark. So Smitty reaches out to Tomas. Now, Smitty is pretending he only wants information for some harmless little story. I don't know if Tomas believes that. Because what he really is investigating is Lynette Wise and Leah from the Garland Memorials, that money that been stole, and the whole plasma ring. But he can't tell Tomas all that. Okay. And then Tomas can't tell him why he know what he know. He cannot. So Tomas reveals, he says, I can't reveal everything because of the client attorney privilege. That got me handcuffed up a little bit. So both men spend this whole scene fishing with each other. What you know. How you know what I know. Did you know? I know. Oh, you do know. Okay, they was playing that game. Nobody's saying what they really know. Everybody trying to figure out what the other person knows. Now, eventually, Tomas reveals something huge. Lynette falsely accused him of inappropriate behavior, and that accusation almost ruined his career. And Smitty was like, well, why she do that then? Tomas said, I don't really know, but I believe Haley was somehow involved. Because Haley and Lynette supposedly bonded after Lynette allegedly witnessed Haley getting mugged. And then he notices that he said allegedly. He was like, why you said allegedly? He said, because I don't believe the whole story happened the way Haley said it did. Oh, now that got my attention. I was like, now let's sit up in the chair. What you said about the boss's wife? You said she lied. Did you call her a liar? Even though she is, I don't know if you really be calling the boss's wife no liar. True or no, okay? Now, anytime somebody start questioning old stories, you already know somebody lying. Somebody scheming, somebody setting somebody up. Now, Smitty asks how to contact Lynette, and Tomas reveals nobody knows where she is. Really? Nobody knows where she is, really? She disappeared. Poof, she gone. Now, Tomas thinks that she ran because too many people were coming after her. But Smitty says, what if somebody did something to her? Excuse me, did you... What? Is he not the first person that said maybe something happened to her? Because Smitty said maybe something happened to her. We need you to stay on that course, Smitty. Now, suddenly we talking possibility of foul play. We love it. We too. Just keep it up, sir. Let's move on to Nicole, Vanessa, Ted, and these hormones floating around this here hospital. Now, meanwhile, Vanessa and Dr. Nicole are reconnecting after their fallout. And honestly, their scene together feels natural, like real girlfriends talking. And now Nicole admits that Ted crossed her mind recently. You just sitting across my mind. You just running across my mind. Girl. She insists though it was only because it was our first anniversary apart since the divorce. Sure, Nicole. Vanessa immediately says, girl, if you fantasize in the back of your ex, you're not over him. And Nicole insists, no, I'm fine. I am over Ted. It was just a thought, girl. And Vanessa just keeps stirring the pot. And she says, if you got an itch, maybe you need to scratch it. You know, Nicole, you know, Vanessa, you ain't worth a doggone. Nessa, you ain't worth a doggone, girl. Because remember, Nicole already dating Dr. Carlton and Dr. Kyle. Now you want her to add Ted to the rotation. Vanessa said, Nicole says, I'm not trying to be the hospital garden tool. I'm not, girl. That's what you're trying to make me, girl. Ho, ho. Say ho, ho, ho. Say ho, ho. Ho. Friday night. Just got paid. Party popping. She said, y'all trying to make me the hospital garden tool. I ain't trying to do all that. Vanessa was cracking up. Now, meanwhile, Leslie enters the scene when Nicole goes to the bathroom. And let us never forget now that y'all know who Leslie is, what Leslie did. Now, but here you know, but her, I'm going to tell you something. Now, sidebar. I kind of like Vanessa and Leslie being friends. I do. I kind of like them being friends. They kind of cute as friends because they both a little crazy. They both doing things they ought not and delusional. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, she comes in there and Leslie sits with Vanessa talking about Eva's birthday dinner. Talking about how seeing herself with Ted and Eva and Isaiah together made her realize that maybe she and Ted could still become a happy family. Girl, you delusional. She was like, girl, where's Marcel? Ain't that supposed to be your man? She was like, that's not my forever bae. See how the sidebar that they made reference to Keith E. Robinson, who plays Ted, who wrote that song Forever Bae. I thought that was nice. That was nice. She said, that's not my forever bae. That was cute. But anyway, Leslie says the only man she really wants though is Ted. But meanwhile, girl, Ted, while she's saying this, Nicole and Ted run into each other in the hallway. And now here's where Nicole's mouth got tested, okay? Well, her nerve still got tested. Because she done spent this whole episode talking about, I'm over Ted. I don't want Ted. I'm here. I can walk. I can see. But baby, now you got to prove it. Let's see what had happened was. Ted comes back from jogging and he in the hallway looking like a walking protein shake commercial. Muscles out, sweating and glistening. Pheromones floating through the air like Febreze. And Nicole looking. She looking at all the muscles and things and chocolate. Did he have that gold chain on? I forgot to look. Ted says, well, I have been for a jog. And Nicole says, looks more like you ran into a marathon. Girl. Then she slipped into fantasy mode, thinking about Ted kissing her and pushing her against the door and kissing her rather passionately. And baby, that fantasy looked like it was headed somewhere very grown before she snapped out of it. And Ted touches her arm, breaking up her fantasizing. He was like, you all right? And she's like, oh, yeah. Standing there in a daze and smiling. Listen, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 seconds before these two do something they ain't got no business doing because Nicole is not over that man. So you thought you was, but you're not. You're not over something. Let's go back to the party that the cheering had, okay? Now, Eva, Isaiah, and them had a little party at her house for her birthday. And this was the sweetest part of the episode, Eva's little party. So Leslie arrives and immediately gets irritated because Ted and Isaiah are already there. And, she learned, but girl, you made a grand entrance, so calm down, okay? She's like, I thought it was going to be just the family. So Eva says, I wanted everyone that's here, period. Now Isaiah is cooking dinner, and Leslie was acting like she don't want to believe a man this fine could cook. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Now, when I done got dressed up to go out, I don't want to stay in the house and eat nothing. I mean, that's a nice gesture, but y'all should have told somebody. I could have put on an inner house outfit. I gotta feel you on that, Leslie. I did, girl. But she didn't think that Isaiah. And that's another thing. If we getting ready to eat, I want some good food. Don't play with me. Don't come into my you cooking and then your cooking ain't cooking. Your food ain't food. I mean, the macaroni soggy, the cheese all mushed, and the chicken tastes like wood. We don't want none of that. But anyway, it turns out that the man could cook. And she's like, you too cute to be cooking. Cute men can't cook. Men who got all these muscles and things, they can usually get that from slinging pots and pans. But the truffle, macaroni, and cheese changed Leslie's life and her opinions. Now, later on, Isaiah reveals that Joey is the one that taught him how to cook. You know, his daddy. You know, his real daddy. Darlene. Oh, girl, we know you got some pays. We know you got some pays. I bet you. But anyway, Isaiah explains that Joy helped him during a rebellious stage of his life. Now, meanwhile, Isaiah's father, Elon, don't know nothing about him or his mama, that he was spending time with Joy the way that he was. I bet your mama did, though. I bet your mama did. Your daddy, the one that don't know, for real, for real. Mm-hmm. Now, Leslie had made a comment during dinner that I know somebody else had to teach you how to cook, because I know that uptight mama of yours ain't taught you how to cook nothing. Darlene don't look like she can cook. In fact, she look like she's so mean that her spices are scared of her. And then this is where Eva impresses me. Eva immediately checks her mother. She told Leslie, don't disrespect his mother in front of him. See, thank you, Eva, because that's what you're supposed to do when somebody does that. That's what's supposed to happen when somebody is disrespecting Eva's mother to her face. But y'all seem to think that's all right for somebody to do. But she did check her mama, tell her mama don't do that. And she's like, why are you taking up for this woman after what she said for you? And Ted was like, what she said about Eva? What she said about Eva? And she was like, she said that she's the daughter, the spawn of Satan. So Ted jokes that maybe Satan is a woman. Maybe that's what she mean, like you. I mean, you know, that part might be true, girl, if she talking about if she calling Satan a woman. She might be the spawn of. So then she told Ted, she said, well, maybe she meant your devilish streaks too. Now, Eva opens up her gifts, and Leslie gives her a diamond necklace to match the earrings that she previously gave her. But Ted gifts, those are really sweet. He gives her something symbolic of all the gifts that he missed throughout her life. He gave her a teddy bear for little Eva when she was a baby. This is what I would have gave you. He gave her some perfume for when she would have turned a teenager. And then he gave her a pillow that it was embroidered and said, for my daughter, that would have been for her first apartment. It was very thoughtful. And it was emotional. And it was something that she said was like the perfect gift. Now today, Ted was cute. He wanted to rewrite that memory for her. Well, I'm sorry. So I looked down too far. Now Isaiah reveals that he intentionally gave her cupcakes. This is after everybody left, because Ted was like, let's go, let's leave them alone. So he reveals to Eva that he intentionally gave her a cupcake because the last year she had a cupcake by herself, which was a painful memory during her birthday. And he wanted to rewrite that memory for her. Now that is romance. Then later, after everybody leaves, Eva and Isaiah they're in the apartment and they kissing and flirting. And they decide, they about to go in there and bake a cake and whatnot, okay? Because one thing about this show, baby, they going to bake a cake. They going to bake a cake. But Isaiah grabs the frosting on the way into the kitchen, on the way into the room, the upper room. And then he tells her, when I'm in love, I'm inspired to do a lot of crazy things. And she stops and she's like, you're in love with me? And he was like, I am in love with you. I know you want to move slow, but I love you, Eva. Even if you don't get there, even if you're not there yet, this is just how I feel. Then Eva reveals, when I blew out this candle tonight, that was exactly what I wished for, that you would say those words to me. and for me to have enough courage to say them back to you. Then she told him, she said, Isaiah Hawthorne, I'm falling so deeply in love with you. Oh, it was so cute. But listen, y'all know, because he told her, he says, you're never going to have to worry about being alone again or something like that. He told her, but you know how that go now. Everybody be talking about forever until it ain't forever no more. But for now, I'm enjoying now. Because after everything Eva's been through, we want her to have love. We do. But to the writers, y'all have fell off for a couple weeks, baby, but y'all redeemed yourself a little bit today. Welcome back. We welcome you back into the Gatekeeper family for some good writing about, the real characters on the show. Even though we want everybody included, I want to see about Joy. I want to see about Ashley. I want to see all these characters be expanded. I do, but don't be doing it to the tune that we're not singing the Duprees. Now, let's not forget that this show is really about the Duprees. That's what we signed up for. Don't be trying to bait and switch us, because baby, we was mad with y'all for a minute, but we love y'all. We do. All right, so I feel like overall this episode worked. The pacing worked, the emotions worked, the romance, the humor, the mystery, the family scenes. It mattered. This felt like Beyond the Gates. Now, production don't start playing in our faces again, but today y'all cooked. Y'all did. Now, let me know in the comments, do y'all think that Nicole is really over Ted? Is Leslie delusional? Do she got a chance with Ted? Is Lynette hiding or is she gone? Is she with the dearly beloved? Come on now. What y'all think? I want to hear all of it. Let me go up here and catch some of these comments before we get out of here. Let me scroll up and see where we left off. All right. I was so happy to see somebody today. Eustace? I didn't see. Okay, I don't know who that is. I was so happy to see somebody today. Keisha says, hey, y'all. KB Mommy says, I've missed you too, sis. I've been working hard on my latest business venture. I'm still with my BTG family, though. Now, how did Chelsea Cat catch a stray? Sidebar, Madison is starting to give me Kelly Bundy vibes at times. KB Mommy, that's awesome. I'm so excited and happy for you. Okay, that's for you guys. I'll let you guys read that one. Okay, I received the thank you. Okay, that's between you two guys. Okay, Scaly is so overdramatic, and she knows she would care less about her and Naomi being close again. It was, she don't care. Girl, you don't even like this family. You don't even like him. Elaine says, hey, gatekeepers. Hey, Elaine. All right, let's see. Scaly is as fake as a $3 bill. Girl, hold on, because these people might make a $3 bill at the rate they going just to put who they want on it. Well, I will say that I was glad that Smitty didn't shove his left hand under his right arm while on the phone today. Oh, he does that a lot. Good evening, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeepers. Hey, Scarlett's Speedster. Let's see. Y'all, my baby's still missing. She's still gone. Be on Purpose said where is my baby? Okay, here you go. Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Since you've been away, I've been thinking of you. Trying to understand the reason you left me. What were you going through? Ooh, ooh, I'm missing you. Tell me where the road turns. That's y'all song. There y'all go. Be on Purpose missing you, Lynette. Get back here soon. Vanessa needs to concentrate on her own love life instead of giving advice to Nicole about hers. She want her to be miserable with her. That's why she's giving her that bad advice. Girl, go on and get you a piece of Ted. You want to cause some mess down to the hospital. After Nicole having fantasies about Ted today, I'm just a matter of time before. You know what? 1 minute you fantasize, and the next minute.
So much fun, baby. cakes, so much fun baking cakes. Whee!
It's a slippery slope into foolishness. And he is. Hey there, she's been on vacay with Mike Bliss. Yeah, I saw that. You know what, KB? KB, you ain't had to do be on purpose like that. You ain't had to do be on purpose like that. You ain't had to do him like that with that big old fine Mike Bliss. Mm-hmm. Leslie belongs to the Lonely Hearts Club because ain't no man want her, not even ooh, Scarlett. Okay, Nicole best be on guard about these fantasies on her. Mm-hmm. It's a thin line between love and hate. Mm-hmm. Sis, I hope not. They are taking Dr. Classy from classy to not so classy. Used to be classy. I was classy. You trying to convert her to be sizzling as assistant? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Looks like Carlton didn't scratch Nicole's itch the way she was looking at Ted. Mm-mm. I just wanna wet my whistle. Ooh, Isaiah done told Eva he loves her. He did. Darlene gets her rest before her secret is exposed. Yeah, we need you to get your rest because it's coming out. Ted agreeing with his mom. Mm-hmm. I like when Eva did check her, respecting the mama important to you. Yeah, but see, she checked her mama. She said, don't be up in there doing that. Be on purpose, true, but it's too bad her mama don't respect anyone else. Let's let it lay. Let's let it have the moment for what it is. Let's not pull even to what we just said. We want to just get on the part that Eva did check her mama, which is what don't nobody never do for Kat when she disrespecting somebody. Mama did nobody do for Darlene when she disrespects somebody mama to their face. You don't do that. That's just crass. I'm happy for Eva and Isaiah. I hope their relationship lasts in spite of Leslie and Kat. Hey, Cynthia. Let's see. Yeah, today was fine, but Danny and little Andre better have a good. I'm sick of them. I was looking at when they showed the outside of Danny house. Danny got a huge mansion. Can y'all do something else other than pitch and woo and talking about how strong y'all love is? Can you just please? I liked Andre better when he was over at his own place. Nicole is not. She not. She sure showed that she isn't the way she was daydreaming about him. Mm-hmm. Leg all wrapped around him like a snake. I enjoyed the call with Bill, Chelsea, and Danny, and even Haley in the background. It was cute. Great song for Miss and Lynette. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody check the basement of Orphy Jeans. Right. If Nicole listens to Garden Tube, y'all gonna start calling this girl Garden Tube Vanessa, Lord God. She would spread it around back to Ted. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to not like the Nicole character. I understand, but she doing way too much. Well, she going through a lot, She ain't down there, bro. They ain't even have a basement. Ask Joey. Ooh, KB Mama just wants you to know that she over there with Mike Bliss. She over there with Mike Bliss. I like that people get together in Danny's kitchen and living room. It's sort of a communal and familiar, like Vernita's house. I don't know who Vernita is, but okay, girl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, I do hope that y'all are getting ready for Friday night where we gonna argue, when you can lock in them cap buttons. Because if this show keep giving us life like it did today, if we get another episode like this tomorrow, you can put it on caps. We arguing Friday night. If you in the comments, just put all your caps on. Just type everything in caps. It's Friday night caps. We gonna have plenty to argue about. We are. Let me see what else y'all talking about before we get out of here. Oh my God. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ba, ba, da, ba. Okay, let's see. All right, I guess that's it, y'all. Well, listen, I do hope that y'all have enjoyed today's episode because I enjoyed today's episode. I think they have redeemed themselves from these last few episodes that we've been getting because it's been boring. I hope everybody's bringing something good on Friday. Child, if you don't bring nothing else, bring a good argument. Okay? To become an arg. We want to we mad. We want to okay. That's all we want to do on Friday nights. Let off steam and argue in love. Just a little bit, you know. Anyway, yeah. This has been a good week for me. Heard a lot of thank yous, gave a lot of thank yous. Been a good week. The broom is starting to move for May sweeps. It is. It is. Just a little bit. Let's just keep that sweeping in motion. Now, we need y'all to give us one moment where we be about to get ready to fall out this chair. I would love that. I would love to just grab my pearls and be like, oh my God, today. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Let's see, child. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get ready to get out of here, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Now, you know, Thursday is my day that I don't know what time I'm coming on, early or later. But at whatever time we going to get together, we going to get together. I can't promise that we're going to have these pictures all the time because that takes up a lot of time. Slows the process down. And if I'm not home, because it's getting to be summer now, I'm going a lot. So if I'm not here to get the pictures in the manner in which I do, then I have to come on and do it without. But I enjoy talking to you guys today without them, although I do like having them too, you know. But I'll see what I can do about that too. Okay. See, I should have been taking KB Mommy up on her offer to send the pictures. See, and now I realize that all you would need to do is send them to me in the chat on Facebook, and then I could download it. And it don't have to be a lot of them. Even if it's one picture of each scene that happened, that would be cool if you ever get the time. Because I'm starting to figure out how to shorten up this thing to get this thing done, child. But you got enough on your plate right now. I know that. All right, you guys, listen, I do hope that everybody is having a great day. And if not, remember that there is yet still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? Call somebody. Watch something funny. Listen to this broadcast again. Do what you got to do. But there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all later. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. All right. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.